Well, hello everyone and welcome to Decorating with Barbara. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a haul from a few stores in my area as well as a few stores that you may be familiar with. I had an itch to get out and see what stores are sharing for summer. So I'm going to share what I picked up from the stores, and then if you stick around until the end, I'll share with you a little look into the color palette. You may be surprised, or I don't know, you may not be surprised, but stick around and see what I came up with. Okay, so the first store that I went into was Nebraska Furniture Mart. So I came to this store to look for a particular item, but on my way to the department, I noticed they were having a clearance. So of course I stopped and found some great buys. So let me share with you what I picked up. Alright guys, so look at all of the things that I picked up. So I picked up this little candle snuffer. I just like the size of it and that it was just different from what you normally see. And this was on clearance for $6.97. And then I ran across these paper mache bowls. Now I have one that's, I have two, and they're both bigger than these, but I thought together they might make a nice statement. I like the, the imperfection on them because I like a more rustic style, and so I thought these were great. Now these are a couple of the pieces that will get a makeover. Of course, I'm not decorating with blue, but this one was $8.97. Well, they both were $8.97, and then I picked up this larger one, and so yeah, this one I thought was pretty interesting with the open weave, and yeah, that's paper mache as well. And then I picked up this cute little marble bowl, and or travertine marble, I don't know, but it's cute. And I have a really cute idea that I'm gonna do with this one, so stick around. And the price came off, but I think this was $9 as well. And then I picked up this, this is so heavy, this jar. I think they called this an olive jar, but this was a pretty nice piece, and it has this brown glaze on top with the little ribbing detail at the top. Now I might paint this, I don't know. It says that it's brown, but it's not the brown that I like. So it may get a little makeover, I'm not sure. But that was $9.97. And then this throw is really pretty. This is $9.97. This was made of cotton, and the size is 50 by 60. And I'm using a lot of black and white around my home, and this is just gonna go somewhere. At the price, I thought it was a good deal. This one was also a good deal, and I kept looking at it, trying to determine if it's black and white or is it navy. But it was $4.97, so I got it anyway. If it's navy, I can give it to my sons, my grandsons, for their room, but I think it's black. But the more I look at it, it looks navy. Yeah, I think it's navy. But anyway, it was $4.97. This basket, I was looking for a basket to put by my fireplace. One of the fireplaces. This was $11.97, and the color gold is perfect. It would show up against either my white fireplace or the black one up in the primary suite. And then I saw this marble box, and this was really cute. This was $11.97, and it has a little bit of a gold trim around the edge, and I just thought these type of boxes are always cute. You can add them with coffee table styling. You can add them to on top of some books. You can add them on your fireplace mantle. They're just great pieces to style with. So that's what I got from Nebraska Furniture Mart. was a beautiful day outside, and so I decided to stop by one of my favorite outdoor malls. And guys, I had a good time. I stopped in one small little boutique that has just specialty items. I was looking for a gift for someone. I didn't find exactly what I wanted for the gift, but I did find this for myself. And this book is so on point with the way I think. It's a nice coffee table book, and it's called House Rules. It has a nice, clean, neutral aesthetic with touches of black. It is a very simple way of decorating, and then her thought process behind the way she decorates is just so on point. One of the tips that she mentions in the book is about luxury, and she says luxury isn't having more, it's needing less. That is so true. So if you like a simple, personal, livable decorating style, you'll love this book. You can get this from Amazon, and I'll link it below. So next I stopped in Crate and Barrel, and I just wanted to browse around in Crate and Barrel and see what they had that maybe would inspire some ideas for summer. So I browsed through the store. I didn't see a whole lot that interests me, but I did find this candle, and it is called Black Plum, Lavender, and Eucalyptus. Guys, this smells so good. And so this candle, I think it was $29. But like I said, this was a day that I was treating myself to things that make me feel good. Now, you guys know I love a good candle. So, I can't. Oh, this is so good. So, I just thought this would be a beautiful candle to burn on Easter. So, I picked this up. Washing dishes is not necessarily a feel-good thing, but I do feel good when I'm washing dishes with this lavender cedarwood dish soap from Williams-Sonoma. This is good, y'all. So I think I've mentioned this before. This is a splurge, because for dish soap, I'm not even going to tell you what it costs. Look it up if you're interested. But it is a splurge. But if you have to do the dishes, this is like one of those Calgon take me away moments. Yeah, it's just that good. All right, guys, we're coming to the end of this video, so hang in there with me. I have one more store to share and just a few items. The last store I went to was Home Goods, and I picked up this riser. Now, these are risers that you can use at your kitchen sink. You can use anywhere along your countertop, even your island, and just place a candle or any type of accessory that you want to lift. And then I picked up this candle holder. This was on clearance at Home Goods for $5, and this is a Pottery Barn dupe, as well as this oversized vase is also a Pottery Barn dupe, but I got it at Home Goods and it was on clearance for $19. So guys, run to your Home Goods. They had a great clearance sale going on, and they had a lot of vases included in the sale. Also, I did pick up another item, and this came from Goodwill, and it is a Pottery Barn candle. So of course I was going to pick it up. Okay guys, so here is a look into my color palette going forward into spring and summer. As we get closer to summer, I want to bring in more lighter tones and move out some of the black for softer grays and browns. I'll still bring in black, but they'll be more soft, like a charcoal. During summer, I like to lighten up things, so that's why I'm removing the black. I like to lighten up my flowers. In spring, I started with soft pinks, but now I'm going to bring in more white toned flowers and just a hint of pink here and there. I basically want that modern French country vibe for the summer. And so when you decorate with a neutral color palette, you want to bring in textures like the riser here. It has a rustic texture. You want to bring in patterns I have here on the plates, as well as the pattern on the napkins, bringing in that soft shade of black with the neutral tones. You want to bring in some metal, and so I'm using gold today, and I may bring in a little bit of silver as well. I basically want that updated French country feel for the summer vibe. And then of course, glass always bring in a little sparkle, as well as the metal. You'll see textures like this with the bead in two tones, and then the bead has the tassel on the bottom, the variation in the bowl here. You can see in one of the bowls I painted this one in, it was already brown, and I just highlighted some of the textured areas with a lighter tone. And then this one, it was in kind of a terracotta color, and so yeah, this was the original color here on the bottom, and I just went over it with white, but not as solid as I did the other bowl. The bowl here that was blue, I went ahead and made it more solid. I did decide to keep the brown pot in its original color. I may change it later, but for right now it works okay with all of the white. It does blend well and pick up some of the other darker colors, so it's fine. And as far as the larger pot, I'm going to keep it white as well for right now. Maybe in the fall I'll add a little more color and texture, more browns or grays, but for now I like it white. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing the items that I picked up, and I hope you enjoyed seeing this little color palette, a little look into what my spring and definitely summer is going to look like. I want to bring in more of my French country pieces for the summer, and so that should be fun putting that all together. So make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you at my next video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We have a lot of end of spring and early summer decorating ideas, so stay tuned because I have a lot to share. Bye-bye.